Hello and welcome to the Luxury Lounge. That's right. Every Thursday we head in the lounge, we shut the door, and we air our grievances with the world. And there's no grievance that's too big or too small or too frivolous. It's your grievance, and the door is shut, and you can complain about anything you'd like. And no one is here to look at you and go, no. There's bigger problems. There's only one problem, and it's your problem. And if you want your problem read on the podcast, send it in to JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. That's JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. And I am on the road, people. I want you to come to a show. I want you to assemble that group chat. Love the people that have been coming out to the shows. I am going to be in Vegas. That's right, Vegas, baby. Perrysburg, Ohio, Vancouver, Irvine, Indianapolis, Oklahoma City, Nashville, Tennessee. Also coming to Europe. That's right, the tickets are out. JaredFreid.com. Going to Europe. We're going to go all over that great country, region, peninsula, something.
Island.
This is the stupidity you could expect in Europe. This is the American brand of idiocy that you could expect from me. I won't even know what type of land I'm on. So it's, I'll go through it. Let me go through the list of places that I'm going to be. I'm so excited. It is wild. London, Dublin, Copenhagen, Amsterdam, Berlin, Oslo. These are major towns. I'm so excited. So JaredFreid.com. And listen, I do not assume myself to be an international comic. I'm actually worried. I don't know. It might be just me and a couple of statues from one of your great museums at the show. Like, I don't know who's going to be there. So get the group chat together. If they're friends with you, then they got to have a similar personality. So bring them out to the show. JaredFreid.com for tickies. Very excited about today's guest. Hilarious comic. Clark Jones, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me to the world's most dangerous podcast. I'm so glad you're going to Europe, my favorite cul-de-sac.
Yes.
I think it's only one way in, no way out.
Right.
So, yeah, man, holler at the Princes. I know they're doing some drug stuff over there. It's the same problems.
The Prince complaining lately
about...
I can't listen. I don't know who that's for. Like, I don't know who,
who's like, you know what? He's got a point.
Right. Prince Harry.
It's about time you talked about your problems.
Right.
As the Prince of England.
And almost, he never says, like, the thing about the Luxury Lounge is that we have acknowledged that these problems need to be aired behind a closed door with a warning. Just calling this the Luxury Lounge is us admitting we know there's bigger problems. Yeah. Prince Harry does interview after interview, and there's never a point where he goes, I know that I never have to work a day in my life and I'll never have to worry about money. He never says that. So I don't care about his problems.
He's married to a black woman, so that's your solution. You have a solution-based system in-house. Okay. Every white dude gets with a black woman, and all of a sudden 90% of their problems, from ashiness to seasoning to, I don't know, what
you're saying they're solved by?
Yeah. She has an answer for whatever you're going through. Right. Stop doing coke. Okay, I never thought about that. Thank you.
He found the black woman in his life.
He has a solution, a walking, breathing solution he can have sex with, and he still goes and complains about that.
Still on 60 Minutes.
Still on 60 Minutes.
It's crazy. Well, I'm so happy you're here. Everyone needs to go follow.
I'm so happy to be here too.
Clark Jones at Clark LaRue Jones on Instagram. It'll be tagged in my profile and in the description of this episode. What's going on in your life? Chicago's own.
Yeah, we hooked
Clark
up.
Is hilarious. He did all the shows with me in Chicago a couple years ago. It was great.
Was that a couple years ago already?
It's a while now. Like
it probably
2 summers ago.
Yes, we were out there. Zany, shout out to Lisa Traeger.
Yeah,
and we just had a good bonding Jewish black thing.
That's right.
Fuck what you've heard.
That
everybody's getting along.
Yeah, we're all doing okay.
We're not rich enough to hate each other yet. But it may. You never know what might happen. We'll get there. Right now, we just trying to make it out here, baby.
Listen, I want everyone to go follow Clark at Clark LaRue Jones. Are you ready to complain with me?
I'm ready to get into it. Let's
do it. We've already done a little complaining. We already dabbled in the complaint space with some Prince Harry complaints. Every time I see him, I just was like, get get out of here. I don't really.
You have
I don't
nothing.
Care.
You have nothing for me.
You know what it gets propped up by? It's you women. No,
well, that's all the problem.
There's a lot of women that love the gossip of a royal family, and I don't know if men get as much into it. Like,
no,
I can't kind of understand how
the draw is us not knowing anything about what's actually happening. That's what's kept the royal shit so popular.
It's behind closed doors.
It's behind closed doors. What's happening behind the moat, behind the castle, the guards who don't ever talk. Like, we don't know.
I guess it's wrong of me to gender that because that is interesting. You just want to know.
We fill in the blanks. That's the secret. He's talking too much. Now we go, oh, that's what's happening?
He's basically saying, I'll cash in.
Yeah, like, it's very selfish.
Right, it's very selfish. He's not even letting future generations kind of cash in on the juiciness. If he lets everything out, then we're not going to care anymore.
We're not going to care anymore. It's like somebody said with the rappers, we don't know who killed Biggie and Tupac. That's why we're still talking about it.
Right.
If we knew, we would have stopped in 98 even discussing. Right. We love the music, but we don't know what happened. So you keep making documentaries.
We love the music, but we love the gossip and the sides you can take even more. Because then you choose, which East Coast, West Coast. You choose who you think did it, who's done it, and that's the same for the royal family.
It's the same thing.
You can create your own conspiracy theories.
If we know what their problems are, we don't care. Because what world do we play now? Now what do we do?
We're out. We're just poor people who have to look at royal people that don't have to work for the rest of their lives.
Just more people to hate. Join the list, man.
Let's go to the complaints. I'll do mine first. Shelby, hit the music. Jared, he has some problems. Jared, he's got some issues to do. Get off his chest right now. Jared has a lot of issues. Jared has a issue with a lot of things that we can discuss. Can you relate to the problem now?
That's way longer than I thought it was going to be, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, right.
I was waiting for it. And
that's my opus.
Hey, man, this is the JTrain podcast.
That's right.
The world's most dangerous podcast.
That's right. And we're going to get dangerous with this complaint. My complaint today is I have shampoo and conditioner in my shower, okay? Now, Pert Plus was the first shampoo that combined the shampoo and the conditioner. Oh. That was back in the day. It was like Pert Plus was basically the iPhone for shampoo. They're going to take the shampoo and the conditioner, they're put in the same thing. I think we got tired of that. Now there's a thing where it's like, I want to get the shampoo that's best for me. I want to get the conditioner that's best for me.
It's a mix and match, yeah.
It's a mix and match situation.
I get my shampoo from Walgreens, my conditioner from Etsy.
See, this is my point. So they look different.
They look different. They do different things. And it's, we talked about tax coat breaks and where we are. Once I get the money, it's going to all be handmade.
Right, you're gonna have
conditioner and shampoo. Put the elderberry,
mixing a pot,
right,
with the right stuff. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the problem. If they're mixing it in a pot, they're gonna put it into packaging. I have shampoo and conditioner from the same company. The packaging looks exactly alike. So when I go in the shower, there's rules here. We have to abide by society's rules. It goes shampoo, then conditioner. I get in the shower. I'm looking to get in and out of there. I don't want to be in the shower all day. Shower 5-10 minutes if you're really just chilling. That's what a shower is.
You brush your teeth in the shower?
Sometimes, not all the time.
I'm a one-stop shop. Yeah.
So you do everything in the shower.
Everything in the shower.
See, I would do brush my teeth in the shower more if I had a mirror in the shower. I like to look in the mirror when I brush my teeth.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm getting all the teeth. Plus, I want to floss. Okay. So I can't see where I'm going with the floss. But I agree with you.
It just hits, the water hits everything. That's my philosophy.
I'm with you. I like doing the shower shampoo. Listen, I do like a one-stop shop. women are listening to this going, they have no relation to this whatsoever because they are mad. They're like, what do you use to wash your face? The shampoo for my head. That's what I use to wash my face.
It's all soap. It's all lie.
Right.
Let it just wash over my body.
I guess the shampoo and conditioner is a lie as well, but I'm buying that lie and not other lies. So when I go into the shower and I go to shampoo, I pick up the conditioner. And I go, oh, fuck. And I put down the conditioner and I reach for the shampoo. The first time I did it, I go, oh, got the wrong one. Now it's a Russian roulette every single time. I'm not sure. And I'm adding minutes onto my life. I am now, every time I get it wrong, I'm like, that's another 30 seconds I don't get back.
Because you can't just go with it. There's something, even if you condition first, then try to shampoo, then condition again, it's not quite the same.
Not the same.
The texture is not there. It's a science to it. And I'm very picky on that order, just as you are.
Right. And it becomes this like almost you become OCD about it.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm getting so annoyed because I'm like, just put up. Now what do? I got to put a piece of tape over one,
right?
To tell me
different textures, because usually it's soap in my eyes anyway, and I don't want to really open it. And I don't know if people know how superstitious comedians are, but if it's not right there, that's where my show starts. When I get in the shower, that's when I first really start thinking about my set.
That's when
the water hits me, and then so everything from that moment has to go exactly right.
Right. So listen. I just want this company, and I don't want to name company. I don't want to shame anyone.
Yep.
How do you have it the exact same? And all the differences, it says shampoo, conditioner on the front. It's just not.
Come on, Old Spice.
Right. Do
or
something.
Whoever you are.
You have a complaint, Clark?
I do, man.
Hold on. Hit the music.
Oh, shit.
It's the guest's turn to complain. They're ready to jump in.
You're ready. You were ready before.
They've got lots of problems too. It ain't all about Jared. Let's hear their complaint of the day. Let's hear their complaint of the day. They're invited on the show.
That's the part where it goes
to
up
have some fun and complain with
30% of the podcast.
Let's hear that complaint.
35. Yes.
Okay.
Back in New York, back in Brooklyn specifically, I'm very thankful for all the bodegas. What I wish is that the aisles were a little bigger.
It is the problem with the bodega.
The only problem I have with bodegas.
They have it all, but it's going to be, you can't even go shoulders wide. You got to go shoulders narrow.
No. If they're in the middle and they're shopping for pancake mix, I got to go around.
You got to go the other way.
Because of my own little idiosyncrasies, I don't want to slide past anybody in a bodega. Usually people are in a rush. People don't want to be touched or talked to.
Right.
I don't say, excuse me. I just don't want to make contact. I don't want my grocery store to feel like a JTrain.
Well...
No pun intended.
No, but some bodegas, it's like it feels like you're like getting up to the bar to try and order a drink.
Yeah.
And you're like, how did I end up coming here for cereal and also rubbing my crotch against another human being? It is unbelievable.
I needed one egg, and now it's a whole thing. So just widen. Just take Mayor Adams. Just take one of those buildings down so we can expand the aisles and people can go back and forth.
And it's like no one goes to... And here's the thing. You're shopping for food and household items.
Yes.
This is the time you don't want to feel badly about your body.
No, right, exactly.
I'm too big for this store.
Yep. And I'm only getting bigger, by the way, as I age. So... the problem's only going to get worse. I want to come back to New York. New York wants me back.
Yes,
but we got to widen these aisles.
You ever go to like a castle, like you go like tour a castle or something, and you know what I'm talking? And they'll have the doorways, and they're really short. They're like, these are short because back then people were 5'3".
Everybody was short.
That's kind of like a bodega. We've outgrown them. They were built for a body that was 1980, and we're in 2023 bodies.
And the human carts, aka baby strollers,
right? They're
that
getting
adds
bigger.
a whole. You can't.
No.
I don't even want to shop anymore.
Listen, if a bodega is going to work, they need to put a baby a baby stroller parking lot out front.
Please.
They need to have a bouncer at the door. They need to say one person at a time because that's all that can fit into this bodega.
And all IDs should be digitized.
Right.
So I don't have anything except cash on me because it's a barter system that I'm headed for. I don't like the lack of bartering anymore. What do you mean
bartering.
set price?
No.
Ooch chips are $2.35? Come on.
Listen, let's go to the lounge. You ready?
I'm ready for the lounge.
JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. We're here with Clark Jones at Clark LaRue Jones on Instagram. Go follow. We're sponsored. If you rang in the new year with a sweetheart, it's time to dress to impress them. Indochino can help you create anything from made-to-measure blazers and suits to a custom portrait-worthy tuxedo. No tailor necessary. Choose every detail on a suit, shirt, dinner jacket, and more for fully custom pieces. The affordable prices may surprise you. I have to tell you, there is nothing that feels better than custom made. And if it's made at a price that's right or comparable to what you get off the rack, wow, oh my God, you're getting a piece that is made for you. And this is the point where you don't have to go to the brands. Like sometimes you go to a brand because they're going to have a nicer thing. Indochino is like kind of a no brand thing, but it's tailor made to your body. It's gonna fit like a glove, unlike those bodegas that Clark just talked about.
That fit you like a snake suit.
That's right. Every suit is made to your exact measurement. This is also like the greatest gift in the world to someone. You give someone a suit or the ability to make a suit that fits them perfectly. That is like it's just a higher end gift. You can customize every detail, create a suit that fits you and your style perfectly. They offer options for fabrics, lapel shape, custom monograms, and more. Here's the best part. Indochino suits start from just $449 and shirts from $89. $449 for a suit that's custom made. Like, we have to acknowledge the custom part.
Yes.
$449 suit, whatever. $449 for a suit that fits you perfectly.
Men, acknowledge that your body is different than other men.
That's right.
It's a part of self-love.
Indochino also offers completely custom-fitted shirts, casual wear, and more. Get a wardrobe personalized to your style and taste without spending a fortune. If you're ringing in 2023 with wedding bells ahead, start planning your custom look with Indochino. Get 10% off any purchase of $3.99 or more by using promo code JTrain at Indochino.com. That's INDOCHINO.com, promo code JTrain. Let's get to the lounge. We've got plenty of complaints here. Clark Jones.
Real quick, $449, 10% off. That's $50 off.
There you go. Real money.
I'm glad we got to talk during the ad read. Thank you. That's different.
Luxury Lounge, single stall bathroom etiquette. Longtime listener, big fan of the podcast and you up. Saw your show in Boston, had tears in my eyes from laughing so hard. On to my complaint. Thank you. This applies only to single stall bathrooms. Why don't people knock anymore before trying to open the door? We have a single stall bathroom at my gym. At least 3 times this week, I have been sitting on the toilet, pants nearly to my ankles, when I see the door handle jimmy a few times. No knock, just someone trying to come straight into the bathroom. Thank God I have learned my lesson by being walked in on by too many people, and I now extra careful to lock the door before I start my business. Well, I think we should always lock the door before we start.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do understand what they're talking about. They write, how are people comfortable knowing that there's a 50-50 shot they may walk in on someone pooping? It's like Russian roulette. If you see the door to the bathroom is closed, why are you automatically assuming that no one is in there? How much longer does it actually take to knock and wait for someone to yell, 1 sec? Maybe I'm just jealous of the way these people can go through life living with such reckless abandon, but to me, it's insane. What are your thoughts? Signed, a girl who just wants to pee in peace.
Oh, this is a woman the whole time.
Yes.
That was a little switcheroo. I didn't expect that because first of all, I'm from the south side of Chicago, so I lock everything immediately. I lock the bathroom at home when
I lock the bathroom at home.
Yeah. I lock the bathroom door.
I'm the same way.
Some people are door wide open. Nah.
Well, I am. I will live on the toilet if I can. Like I want comfort is paramount. Mm-hmm. So the idea of getting everything set before I sit on the throne, Prince Harry style.
I just don't want anybody to ever see me at my most comfortable.
Right.
And that's where I'm my most myself. If you want to know me when I'm going number 2.
Right.
It's just I set out space, fully naked.
Naked.
fully naked,
reading.
I'm probably gonna take a shower after with the correct Etsy shampoo and conditioner combo.
Right.
And I get it in public. You know, like people should knock.
It does bother me. Here's the thing that bothers me. There is a version of person, they see the door and they slam right into it. And you're like, weird. Are you trying to get through the lock? Like, so don't weird. You want, nobody should want or aspire to break through a door in a bathroom. To me, you should want to get in there and feel as comfortable as I'm feeling, which is to not walk in on me before you go in. If I walked in on someone, I would run away. I would just go to another bath. I would say, this isn't the time for me.
Here's the other thing as a caveat, and I just want everybody to understand this. There is no bathroom lock that's broken to the point that it works too well.
Okay.
If you if you grab the handle and just are yanking at it, it's locked.
It's locked. Yes, you're right.
If the lock is broken, it will make it easier to get in. A lock is never broken where nobody can get in a bathroom stall.
Right.
If
you can't get in, let's just agree there's someone in there. This isn't a problem with the door.
It's not overly working. It's either someone's in there or it doesn't work.
Well, that's the thing. They come in through like they're firefighters.
Yeah.
Like, we got to get that cat out of the tree.
What? Hey, somebody's in here. What do you mean somebody's in? And
what are you surprised by?
A person using the bathroom, doing the thing I need to do? What do you mean?
Here's the thing. You get to the bathroom, one knock, here, okay. Now you get 5 minutes. The countdown clock has begun. After 5 minutes, you can knock again.
5 minutes. Okay, is that your...
If I hear one knock, I go, all right, one last squeeze, time to get out of here.
I wrap up.
Time to wrap up.
I wrap up. Even if I'm not done, I start the process.
Right. It's time to
finishing.
It's time to
Let's go.
Let's start getting our stuff together.
I admittedly don't go in ready to leave though.
No. This is the point. And here's the thing. When you're waiting outside, you know when you knock that I am living under the world that they're on their phone, they're on Instagram. Okay, take one more loop, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, email. Now let's get the hell out of there.
Scroll.
Yeah,
yes.
Take your last lap and then let's go.
That's so funny.
That's that knock. And we should all go in to give the knock. That's your 5-minute warning. I'll back it up. And 5 minutes is a long time. Don't get me wrong. It is a long time. But I'm giving grace.
But as comedians, we are very aware of the light.
What 5 minutes
is. The knock is the bathroom light.
That's right. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Here with Clark Jones. At Clark LaRue Jones on Instagram. You can go to Comedy Central's YouTube page. You can watch his feature there. It's there right now. So search on YouTube to see how funny Clark is. He's hilarious.
It's called Your Soulmate Might Be Dead.
Your Soulmate Might Be Dead. There you go. It's hilarious. Clark is fucking hilarious. We're sponsored. Ladies, want to smell better naked? Lumi whole body deodorant gives you a great smell. Pit for... Hold on, this is a weird sentence. Lumi whole body deodorant gives you a great smell for pits, privates, and beyond. Created by an OBGYN who saw too many women being over-treated with antibiotics they didn't need, she discovered the vagina is not to blame for odor below the belt. External odor needed an external solution, so she created Lumi. It's clinically proven to block odor all day and controls odor for 72 hours and pH optimized to safely protect our pH and control odor. Now, I have it.
You have Lumi.
I'm using it.
Okay.
I put it on last night. I can still smell it. And they're like very, I would say I'm wearing it. I know it's for ladies, but like whatever.
It's for pits.
It's for pits. Privates, I got pits.
And beyond.
Pits, privates, and beyond. And I am putting it on my body. I put it behind my knees. I got it. It smells like, it's like candy. There's
what kind of candy?
It's like
strawberry?
A coconut, strawberry.
Okay.
I really do enjoy it. I put it on. It's great. And they have a cream you can wear.
Like an all-over body cream?
An all-over deodorant cream.
For the man boobs out there, put it under the man boobs.
Listen, my balls.
Balls.
You know how much fun it is to put a cream on balls?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I do.
Right.
I'm very familiar.
There's a fun...
I'm a coconut oil kind of guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. So listen, people. This is for women, but listen, as a guy, I'm wearing it right now. Build a custom bundle of their best-selling products and customize your scents with Lumi's starter pack. It comes with a full-size stick deodorant, a cream deodorant tube, I have that, and 2 free products of your choice. Made with the most sensitive parts of the body in mind. Use Lumi products on your pits, underboobs, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulvas, and feet. The sticks go on just like regular deodorant, and they work on private parts too.
There it is.
It's great. With over 150,000 5-star reviews, we're so confident you'll love Lumi. Get over 40% off your starter pack bundle with code JTrain at LumiDeodorant.com. That's code JTrain at LumiDeodorant.com to save big. Smell better naked with Lumi. 40% off.
That's a hell of a deal.
That's a deal, people.
For your pits.
Let's do it.
And balls.
That's right. Luxury Lounge. Misleading IG ads. Jared, longtime listener and patron. First-time writer, my complaint. Ads primarily on Instagram that don't actually click through to the product featured. Amazon ads tends to be the worst. Typical scenario. I see a post featuring a woman in a cute outfit, and I'm ready to impulse buy those leggings. But no, I click through to unpredictable results. Sometimes it's, hey, here are similar leggings. Okay, but I wanted the exact ones from the picture. Or worse, it'll be, here's the rug she's standing on. Or check out the new arrivals. Yeah, I hate that shit. My fingers are ready to add to cart and regret it later, not to go on a scavenger hunt. If you want my money, make it easy for me. Thanks for all the laughs and many insights. What do you think? I agree.
I hate being misled. I hate the old bait and switch, especially when it comes to leggings.
Right.
But here's the upside.
Okay.
It's better that they tell you up front, this is not the product you're going to get. As opposed to ordering it and it not being the thing that you ordered.
It is a little bit of a, it feels sometimes buying online like you're playing the lottery.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Especially Instagram. And I don't care how many times you go to the Better Business Bureau website or this fish. I forget what it's called, but you can check and see if they're trustworthy. It's never 100%.
No, and if you want something, you go get it. And here's the positive in this. The positive is that when they give you that extra step, you have to go, do I want this?
It's that last final, do I want this?
Right. You know how many times I've been with the last step and I go, and then it's like, oh, you can't go through this. And I'm like, I didn't want it that much anyway.
So many full shopping carts. Could you imagine everybody did that, like shopped in real life, like they shopped? How many just full baskets would be at Walmart or full baskets that would be at Michael's Arts and Crafts? Yeah. No. It's a luxury, but there's such a payoff when you order online and everything works out. It's an adrenaline rush.
It is interesting. That's how bad the process is that you actually feel like you're lucky.
Oh, shit, this worked out.
Right. This shirt fits.
This shirt fits like it looks.
And I agree with this. There's a company that I get ads for, and I see the thing that they have, and I click the picture. Like, it has the scroll through on Instagram.
Okay.
And then it shows you different products. And
Shop now.
And I hit it. I go, there it is. And it brings me to the site, and it's not the thing.
Yeah.
And what also bothers me, I like getting hats. I've ordered so many hats.
You're a hat guy. I can see. I
got about 30,000 hats.
Yes. Like a good New Yorker.
Right.
Yes.
There's a place called Culture Kings, and it's out of Australia.
Is it Kings with a Z?
I'm not sure.
I think so. Yeah. I think I've seen it before.
What they do is they have these kind of like hat drops, and they'll be like, okay, we have the new version of this, and it's like a type of hat, but it's not the team I want. So I'll click on the hat drop looking for, do they have this other team? But it will just be that one team.
Yep.
If I go to that hat, I want to see all the versions of that hat. I don't want to see that hat and then here are the sweatpants we're offering. Here's the
I don't need all that.
I don't need that. I came for this one specific thing. I didn't come to see the whole new collection. I want to see the collection of this thing.
The biggest problem is it's going to take 6 to 8 business weeks to get delivered anyway.
Right. It's from Australia.
By that time, you should have the thing that I want. Right. Or order the thing that I want and just Just give it to me in 2 months whenever it's ready.
Right.
You shouldn't be out of anything for as long as it takes
because,
to order stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe, and if they don't have the team that I want, like it's either they don't have it or just, I'm
a size 8, so I'm used to waiting. On fitted caps, I'm a size 8.
See, I wish I had this issue the other day. I went to Lids. I'm between sizes on
5/8, 3/8. What are you?
3/8, between 3/8 and a half.
Okay, and that's comfortably.
Half's too big, 3/8 is too small.
Gotcha. It's crazy how that works out.
Well, that's crazy. How is there not a New Era hat that would work for me?
7 7/8.
I would need something crazy.
Yeah, I need that. They never have 7 7/8. When I go to Lids, physically, they have to go in the back to get.
Well, then I get the low profile hat. They have a lower crown. That's the one that fits my head the best. They never have low profile. They don't even have a selection. If you go on Google them, you can never find them. The low profile because
I
the
didn't
big
even
one.
know about that. Yeah,
they're
what
shorter.
Size is this? This is a Cubs fitted size.
Let me show you.
8.
If I put this on.
It's just ridiculous.
See?
It's humorously big.
Right. I'm a bobblehead now. This isn't
It shakes.
And it's like.
But this is perfect.
But that's the thing. All you want is that perfect fit with a hat.
Yep.
And I don't want to get a headache from wearing it. I don't want to look like my ears could go in it I look like Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. Good old Charlie Brown.
That's right. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. We're here with Clark Jones at Clark LaRue Jones. Go follow Luxury Lounge using full name at work. Ooh. Feather. I just saw the Boston show last week with my husband. You were awesome. Thank you. My complaint today is about how people address me at work. My full name is Rebecca, but I have gone by Becca my whole life. When I started at my company 4 years ago, I was assigned my email, and it was created as R last name at company.org, even though I exclusively go by Becca and did it during interview processes. My complaint is that even though I sign every email as Becca and introduce myself to people as Becca, some people always address me as Rebecca because of what my email says. I'm not talking about a one-time email from someone I've never met, but people I work with pretty regularly just point blank calling me the wrong name. And then I have to feel uncomfortable and be high maintenance by correcting them. This really bothers me. Why can't people call me what I obviously want to be called and what literally everyone else calls me? Are people just that stupid that they aren't paying attention? Thanks for giving me a space to vent. Would love to hear your thoughts on this. Clark, what do you think?
First of all, as a person named Rebecca, I know she is tired of the Becky thing.
Right.
So my heart already goes out to you.
Yeah, she's got other problems.
Yeah, Becky, Karen, these are some afflictions that white women have had to endure over the past 3 years.
Right. I don't think there's anything harder in the world to deal with than that.
It's worse than being in the royal family,
right.
Even. I don't have that problem as a Clark. So
Clark isn't short for anything.
Clark isn't short for anything. My name is Clark LaRue Jones. Real name, no gimmicks.
Yes. Jared, I don't have an issue with that. I do understand.
What nicknames have you had?
Me?
Jar?
JTrain.
JTrain, that's it.
Well, and that was a self-given nickname.
There is no automatic shortener.
So there's Red. So one of the musicians at the Comedy Cellar.
Of course, a musician.
Of course.
Well,
I didn't even think of Red as an option.
Me neither.
Right.
This just landed on me just now.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I was like, Red's the best. He's great. He plays the piano at the Cellar in the Village Underground.
Yeah.
And I remember I performed there once, or I was performing there. I was hosting, and he comes up to me. He goes, "My name's Jared too." And I go, "What?" And he goes, Jared, Red. And I go, how did you find a way?
Mind blown.
Of course a musician found a way to make a name cool in a way that I couldn't even think. It was there in front of me the whole time.
And I fancy myself as an idea man.
Right.
And I just would have never thought of Red.
Never. And never
Red
did
Freid,
I feel.
Red Reed. You got, that's
Red Freid could have been cool.
Red Freid.
What a great stage name. And now I can't do it. Yeah, right. Yeah,
2 Ds. Red Freid. If you ever want to just switch it up, just
at
start
37?
Talking. Yes, you can.
No, I can't. It's too late.
Phyllis Diller didn't start till she was like 40.
I'm not Phyllis Diller.
I don't know. I've seen you on stage.
I could be the next Phyllis Diller. I do have a little
Red
Freid. I was never been more frustrated because I was like, it was there in plain sight
the whole time.
My parents, nobody even said. One time I had like a soccer coach growing up call me Gerard, and I was like, that's not a nickname. That's not even my name. So to this person, what I would say to them, yes, this is annoying, because Rebecca, here's what they're doing. Here's what her coworkers are doing. They feel there's a sense of professionalism in calling you Rebecca. That's why calling you Becca feels like you're maybe dismissing, too close, not professional. So I understand why people at work, even the people that know her, because she can't wear a sign every day that says, hey, call me Becca.
Right. You're not too close by calling me the thing I asked you to do.
But I do understand them thinking it feels too close, too friendly, too not work profesh to call. So maybe here's a solution. She needs to get a sign for her desk that has her name.
Just Becca.
Becca. You know, one of those desk ornaments that has your name on it. Becca blank, whatever her name is. So now there is a sign that says this is what I go by in a professional setting. I would start by doing that. Here's her other issue. When you're like a 2-syllable formal name, that name could be used against you. In the same way Becky, but I think in like, don't want to be being a real Rebecca today. Like, I feel like that is what I'd be worried about. Being a real Jared today, that's never going to happen.
That's fine.
Being a real Joseph, right? I feel like this happens with a Rebecca. When you have a formalized name that can be, unformalized, they use the formalized name against you. So I would feel when someone calls me Rebecca, I'd be like, are they fucking with me? Are they kind of making me...
Was I unprofessional and they trying to get me back together by calling me Rebecca?
Right.
Or was I acting different in any type of way? She needs to just wear Becca on like a casual Friday.
Right.
Get that Becca shirt so people know.
Right.
Some people are visual learners.
So sign on the desk, T-shirt, Becca on the back, like
fitted cap from Lids.
Right. Have it
custom.
Stitched in. I actually got a custom hat. Do you see on the bed? JTrain.
Oh, with the train visual.
With the train. Hold on. I went to Lids and I couldn't find the hat. This is so funny you bring this up. I didn't even think of this.
Yeah.
I went to Lids and they go, I was like looking at hats and I'm trying them on. I was in Dallas and I was like, maybe I'll get a Mavericks hat. And then they all just didn't fit right. And then I go to the back of the store. They had the Champions hats, and I was like, "Wow, this one looks great." I was like, it's black. I was wearing all black that day, so I was like, "It's gonna go with everything." So I go to check out. The guy goes, "Do you want a customization?" I was like, "Me? No." I was like, I didn't think high enough of myself.
What am I, Rebecca?
Right. I'm not some sort of Rebecca around here. So I go, "Do you have any trains?" He goes, yeah, we definitely got trains. And I was like, okay, let me slap a JTrain on the side of it. So maybe you're right. Go get a custom-made something that has Becca on it.
People won't forget.
JTrainPodcast@gmail.com, JTrainPodcast@gmail.com, here with Clark Jones, @Clark LaRue Jones. We're sponsor people. Every week, Green Chef sends you new recipes. Green Chef is here to help you eat better, feel better. You get over 30 meal choices every week and can switch plans easily. Always find a healthy and tasty meal. They have options for every lifestyle: keto and paleo, vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that makes it easy and affordable to eat well. You get hand-picked organic veggies so you can feel great about what you're eating and how it goes to your table. And Green Chef shows up right at your door with everything you need. If you're busy like me, you need to eat healthy, Green Chef fits perfectly in your lifestyle. Here's the thing. You're trying to get in shape. You're trying to get healthier. Your problem isn't what you're eating. It's how much you're eating. It's portions. Green Chef is going to send you the right amounts. And if you're shopping for one or you and your partner, you're going to buy too much. That's just the reality of the situation. Green Chef is going to send you the right portion so that you eat right and you eat the right amount. And they're going to be creative. you doing grilled chicken every night, you're going to get tired of it. You're not going to hold on to it for as long as you would if you were doing Green Chef, getting creative meals every night that are different, fun, fresh, delicious. Go to greenchef.com/JTrain130 and use code JTrain130 to get $130 off plus free shipping. That's GREENCHEF.com/JTrain130. Use code JTrain130. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well. Okay, Clark, you ready?
I'm ready.
Luxury Lounge apartment soup giveaway.
Okay.
Jared,
this is very specific.
Very specific. This is crazy. This is Shelby just perked up.
Shelby, you had this experience already?
He's read this email. Shelby picks the emails. He said this is crazy. Jared,
this is Shelby.
I'm writing in because my apartment has been doing food giveaways over the last few months, and they've taken this way too far. Today we received an email about events our leasing office would be doing next month, and included was a day where they would be giving residents soup. To add to the insanity of walking down to the leasing office and having to walk back to my apartment with a bowl of hot soup, they told us that it's bring your own bowl. This is not the Great Depression. I will not be waiting in a line for a ladle of soup that my apartment is giving away. I've attached a screenshot of the invitation. Thanks for everything you do. Here it is, December 16th. Stop by the leasing office starting at 1 p.m. while supplies last and BYO bowl and have some yummy soup. We will be collecting the last of the toys donations today to take them to a place or wherever they're taking them. This is insanity.
It's not a soup for all. What is going on? What type of, is this in Manhattan?
I don't know. Is the country in trouble?
Yes.
Is the country, if you're like sitting there being like, are we in trouble?
Let me stop you there. Yes, we are in trouble.
The country's in trouble.
For sure.
Apartment buildings are doing soup lines. This is bread lines. They've opened a soup kitchen inside of an apartment building because the costs are so high for everything. Just give us $20 off of rent this month. Don't make me wait in line with a bowl. Never.
They want you to go through the doggy door of life and like have to bring a bowl. First of all, you got to clean a bowl, number one, because all your bowls are used.
Who's serving the soup? The secretary?
Where did this ladle come from?
Right. This isn't a kitchen. This is the leasing office. They're giving out soup like it's Oliver Twist.
Gruel.
Gruel.
If I'm bringing a bowl, I'm bringing a bread bowl.
Right.
Then it'll feel like fancy, like a nice. What's your favorite bread?
Like a sourdough bread bowl. Ooh. I think that's a way to go. That can hold the soup.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining the secretary. Can you go for seconds? Can you go back down?
Not with the bread bowl, because I'm eating that whole thing.
The bread bowl. I'm eating the bread bowl. I'm eating and dipping. No, but I mean, I'm just imagining so there's someone who's typing in a computer.
Yeah.
And you go up to them, hey, I'm here for the soup.
Yeah.
And then they go, yep, 1 second. They put their keyboard aside. They close out of Outlook.
Excel. My Google Excel sheets, whatever you do.
Right.
Using.
They pick up a ladle, gloveless, I'm sure. I don't think they're abiding by kitchen standards. They're now ladling you some clam chowder.
If they're over 50, they blowing on the soup.
Right.
Because they can't help themselves.
They have to blow.
They have to blow and put a little COVID on there.
Right.
Get the smoke out and put it in your bowl.
And then what if you come back down? More? I'm just imagining.
By the time you get back to the place you're going, the soup is cold.
That's right. You got to go in the elevator. You got to go up to your floor.
You've covered it.
It's touching too many environments. Shelby brings up a great point. It's touching too many environments. I don't want my soup touching a leasing office, then the hallway for a floor that isn't mine, then an elevator, then my hallway, then finally to my foyer, and then into my kitchen.
Yep.
There's too much traveling for this soup. That's not coming in a travel container.
Too many environments. What soup is it? Shelby, what soup were they giving away?
The type of soup matters.
I'm praying it's broccoli cheddar because it's the only thing that I'll make provisions for.
Well, that's the thing. This would be okay if it was a soup spread. That's the only way I'm okay with it, if it's like a special thing. This sounds like we have a crock pot where we'll be ladling some soup. While supplies last, This is, what are we talking about?
I don't want the last scoop.
Right. Wall supplies last.
I don't want to be.
No,
yeah.
No,
you just made it in time.
Yeah, you just made it.
I want that middle of the pack, the most peas,
right?
The most whatever of the soup.
Wall supplies last. Like we are legit. Like I don't want. Yeah. I don't want like some soup.
We're this is what it is. We're in the middle of hustle culture.
Right.
We're in the hustle generation. So everything is a sales. Everybody wants to be like, ooh, buy it now. Well, before we run out of fucking gazpacho.
Well, also in the sales culture, what resident of this place is telling their friends and family how great their apartment building is because they have a soup line that they've created once a month? Like, this is not something I'm telling people about. Nope. This isn't something that keeps me there. Well, we got to move out. What about the soup that we do on a monthly basis? No,
it's just been a rough week. We don't have a soup line anymore. We don't have any bread bowls. Right. All the sourdough is out of here. Fucking Shelby doesn't come by anymore because the soup is gone. How worse can life be?
Right. I want to know. I would wait out there to see who comes for the soup. I'd be like, who are these animals? Like,
I want a JTrain hat soup bowl that I can just eat the whole thing once I'm done with the the broccoli cheddar.
JTrain podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Here with Clark Jones at Clark LaRue Jones. Go follow. Hilarious. Luxury Lounge. It's actually Doctor. Jared, an esteemed guest, Feather. My fiance and I saw you in D.C. this past fall. Had so much fun. Here's my complaint. My fiance and I are getting married next year, and during all the planning and communications with vendors, everything is done on a first-name basis and is very casual, as is our preference. However, when we are talking about creating signs or announcements or paper goods, all the vendors present us with things that say Mr. and Mrs., when it's actually Dr. and Mrs. The complaint isn't that they got it wrong, but that I feel like a pretentious asshole twirling my imaginary mustache and adjusting my monocle when I have to constantly say, actually, it's Doctor. What do you think?
I think they need to be comfortable with what they are, which is a pretentious asshole.
Own it. Start wearing a monocle.
Because it does
wear
bother
the monocle,
you.
Wear the top hat. Put on the tux coat.
Wear the watch. But it's got to be like
the
a
cane
Seiko.
That isn't actually
the cane. Just be full Monopoly guy.
Right.
Vest, pinstripe suit pants.
Right. And you better be a doctor. Like if you say
of medicine. If don't Bill Cosby me with the philosophy doctor.
Right.
You better be able to get people Adderall.
Yeah, right. If you can't write scripts, you can't do this.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I don't want to hear it. So, but I agree with you. You got to own it.
Live in it. Because it does bother you. That way people know how to treat you.
Right.
I'm tired of not knowing how to treat people because they present as one thing, but they're not that thing.
Right.
This is the age of being what the fuck you are, including an arty, pretentious asshole.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I wish we could have something for comedians. Wouldn't that be great if we could be like, if they were like Mr. Freid, and I was like, it's Goofy Freid.
Yeah, I just learned what type of headliner I am. I'm not top level.
Okay.
I am in between, meaning I don't know who's going on stage before I do. Right. That's the type of headliner. I just know I'm going last.
Right.
So don't be like judging me for whatever openers. I have no idea.
You couldn't bring the openers.
I couldn't. I don't have that type of flex. I don't know. This is not a theater. I am not Nimesh Patel.
Right.
Like
none of us are.
Just wait.
We're all aspiring Nimeshes.
I got on TikTok late.
Right.
He got in first week.
Perfect timing.
I should have done it, but yeah, like that's what it is for comedians. I don't know. I'm doing the most time. I'm going last, and I have a meal.
Don't you wish we could have a designation like doctor, and that we could say, well, I'm actually like I'm thinking about this right now, and I do agree with them. It does suck to have to go, well, actually, it's doctor because we have to. And to be honest, they are in the right. You're talking about. It wasn't that you're saying. When you go into these meetings and they're like, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and you're going, it's Dr. and Mrs. Smith. No, that's not what he's talking about. He's saying that when they get to like the invitations and the place settings, Oh, Mr. and Mrs. No. We have to make sure this is correct for when we did.
This has to be my family.
And that's the thing, my family. You bring up a really good point that I was about to do because it's not about that you even want this on your place settings, but you're going to have a family member that goes, why doesn't it say doctor?
I thought he was a doctor.
Right. What's going on? Is he a doctor of philosophy?
Because there's no way that they would make a mistake.
Right.
These people.
I guess he lost his certification.
They go to great lengths.
Right.
What am I, just a mister?
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm slipping into my Jewish.
You're Jewish? Well, that would be. Here's the thing.
I slip it in just a little bit.
Clark,
just a tip.
The minute I thought about a family member noticing the non-doctor thing, I heard it in Jewish woman.
It's immediate.
Isn't he a doctor?
Didn't he pay for this?
Yeah,
what is this, Mister?
Did he lose his certification?
Ugh.
Did he?
You know, he's a hustler. He's selling fucking Etsy. He's on Etsy.
Do they
doctor on Etsy?
Do they call chiropractors doctors?
Ew, they don't. There's no respect for these foot doctors anymore.
Yeah, I am with this person. It's annoying. What would the comedian
Because
one be?
people who are doctors, let it be known they are a doctor first. It's very proactive.
Well, you know what? It is interesting in this world where no one's allowed to be better than anyone else.
Right.
I consider a doctor. If someone our age is like, I'm a doctor, I'm like, I want to get down on a knee and kiss the ring. Like
you did the thing. You went to the residency. You passed the MCATs.
Right.
You watched House. You did all the things. Right. You deserve the respect.
Right.
I'm getting the door for you.
But I think we now live in a world where the shame has gone the wrong way. The doctor feels shame saying, I'm actually Dr. Smith.
Yes.
As opposed to us, the idiots, who should feel shame. And that's what they're kind of reacting to. Internet culture.
Yep.
The internet has created a world where we have elevated. You only have power on the internet if you are in victim roles.
Doctor is the blue check marks of prestige.
Absolutely.
And you're telling people you're going by doctor, this thing you worked for. What do you? And you're the asshole now.
And that shouldn't be the case. But I do think the internet has instructed us like, well, I know a little bit of science, so I've read an article.
Yeah.
You know?
From Science Magazine Truth /HotRod.geocities.net.
JTrain podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Here with Clark Jones at Clark LaRue Jones. Luxury Lounge. Neighbors comments. JTrain. Love the pod. Let's get into the issue here. I'm 31. Live in Los Angeles in a decent apartment building with mostly young professionals and young families. I have a neighbor, let's call him John, who is a really nice, talkative guy. He is in his 40s, and I park next to him and his family in the garage. Anytime I come back from the grocery or from picking up food, I run into John. John always has comments on my food choices. Never rude, but always has a quick quip or note. The other day I was walking in with a package of Diet Coke and John goes, "Oh wow, Diet Coke. Are you an addict?"
Goodness.
Is that what addicts drink? What is?
Yeah, there's an association.
There is?
Trump drinks Diet Coke.
Women love Diet Coke. Trump drinks Diet Coke. Is there an addict association?
There's a obsessiveness because people just drink Diet Coke after Diet Coke after Diet Coke.
Right, but I mean, to me, that's a very rude question. If I saw someone with Diet Coke, my first thought wouldn't be, "Oh, are you?" First of all, I wouldn't use the words "Are you an addict?" to anyone.
To anybody. It's a casting of aspersions on this person who just wants... Some people... I like the taste of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper is fantastic.
It might as well be the regular.
Right. No, it's good. I mean, that's their whole commercial campaign.
And it worked.
It worked. Well, this person says, I have a neighbor, he's in his 40s, who's a really nice talkative guy. He is not a nice guy.
No.
The sound, his cadence may be nice. The things that are being said in the cadence are not nice at all.
In the email, how did they spell John?
John.
Okay. Because if they spelled it Jon, that would tell us a lot about how they really feel about that person.
Why is that?
Jon is like, fuck you.
Really? Well, Jon's how Jews spell it. A lot of Jews go
I'm not
Jon.
touching that. I'm not going there. That was a setup, and I almost fell for it.
Okay, I'm just
I almost Kyrie Irving myself into never getting booked at the Comedy Cellar. But not me. I'm smarter than that.
Listen, I'm just telling you, this is just a fact of life. But a lot of black people go JON.
Do they? Oh, yeah.
John Laster.
John Laster.
He's a JON.
He's getting arrested in the park for being in the park after dark.
Yeah.
I love that.
John's the best.
Shout out John Laster.
So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't like this John.
I don't like this John.
And I don't like and I think when he says, like, oh, wow, Diet Coke, are you an addict? I think they heard it in a nice tone, but it's not a nice thing to say.
I need the rule of 3. I need 2 more examples of what this quote-unquote John does.
So this person writes,
what else do they do?
Yes, John, I am. I already feel bad about it, and I was just trying to bring in my groceries.
Yes, John, I am an addict.
He will even go as far to ask me about my Taco Bell order in full detail, wants to know everything and why. He finds the need to always say something. What's wrong with a simple hello? I don't need to explain my terrible food choices to you. This is an asshole.
I'm giving my age away, but when I hear this type of John, I only think of John Lovitz.
That's funny.
This is a John Lovitz character. Hey, what are you,
right,
addict?
Right. It's an annoying nudge.
It's a John that I would associate it with this type of behavior, and it's John Lovitz.
Yeah, it is. Here's the thing. How is he just waiting by the door? Doesn't this person have a job?
They have no job.
Why are they always there? And what I would say, I don't know, what can you say to this person to steer them away? I would make it awkward. See, I think sometimes the move is to go, I don't know.
I just wait. When
you don't know what's in your bag?
I don't know. This is a gift from my dying aunt.
Yeah. Everyone's dead.
Yeah.
What's in your Taco Bell order? Everyone's dead.
Did you know people who ask questions, 99 out of 10 have herpes? Did you know that, Chad? Did you know that?
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with having herpes, which you have.
Stonewall them. I think this person needs to feel the discomfort. Here's the thing. They're saying things, I've known this person before. They're saying things in a comfortable way, but the words to the song sounds good.
Yeah.
The words are detrimental. Hey, you got some Diet Cokes? Are you an addict? That's a mean sentence.
Just play one of the songs from the JTrain podcast
in
its entirety if you want to get rid of this part. I touch it. And you have to shush them by putting the finger over their mouths while they begin to ask more questions. And I guarantee it won't happen again.
I wouldn't be so nice to this person. I'd let them feel like...
Have fun. Annoying people. They're having a great time.
Luxury lounge. Impossible to order room service. Jared and Guest, love the pod. I just listened to the episode where you discuss Acme Comedy Theater in Minneapolis, where I live. I'm rooting for you to book shows there. Oh, hopefully I do in the future. My complaints is an incredibly frustrating room service ordering system. I was recently in Mexico at an all-inclusive resort. They offer 24-hour room service, but only on an app. My friend and I wanted to order items that weren't on the small menu, but knew they offered. We also wanted to make changes to our food order, but we couldn't. The app doesn't allow for modifications or messages. Then, to make matters worse, the phone in our room doesn't ring when we hit the room service or front desk buttons. We ended up ordering one item just to request what we actually wanted when it was delivered. Sincerely, just trying to order late-night French fries. If you can't get French fries late night, then you have...
intro. If you can't get French fries...
Well, if you can't get, if they're claiming to have, I'm starting to jump right in.
There's something funny in that where it tells me you've had this experience. If you can't get French fries,
well, yeah, because listen, here's what I know happened here. They're at an all-inclusive resort. Recently, all-inclusive resorts. So these all-inclusive resorts, they tell you, we're going to get all the drinks. You can order food any time of the day. You can get food brought to you while on the water slide before you go down.
All-inclusive.
They sell you everything. Then you get there and you find out all-inclusive means, well, this menu from 2 to 5, this menu from 5 to 8. You can get a margarita, but it's going to come in a thimble. And
no salt.
And you start, and you go, well, we're here. We've already, no salt. We're here. We've already paid the money, so you kind of form your life around it. If you have a place that is called all-inclusive and I can't get French fries late night, you don't have all-inclusive. We need to have, there needs to be like certifications.
People don't know what all means anymore. Right. Secondly, even going back, it's flattering that Like when people like a comedian, they think you playing that place is totally up to that comedian.
Right.
Hey man, why haven't you booked shows here?
Right.
There's a process.
Right.
Usually, I am the sixth person in line who can decide if I'm going to play Acme.
I'd be there. I'd be there yesterday.
But you're funny. I like you. That means it's up to you whether you perform in the place that I want you to perform at.
Right.
Saskatchewan.
I've become accustomed to being very flattered that someone's like, but in the beginning when you first start getting people following, they're like, how come you don't come to...
Whoa, when are you going to decide to play Jay Leno's comedy in that Magic Act Club?
Right.
In Anaheim?
You realize how little control we have of it. They're like, why don't you ever come to Seattle? It's like, I'll come as soon as it happens.
Soon as the person who books it now dies, I promise.
The only one that annoys me, I don't get annoyed by that, but I get annoyed when I'll be like, I'm in Hartford, Connecticut. And then they're like, come to Cheshire, Connecticut. And you're like, I'm not coming to your living room.
That's not
how this whole thing works. You're an hour away.
This is a setup.
If you're within an hour, this is where I'm going. And it's okay if you don't want to come, but don't make me the person that didn't want to come to you in your living room.
And I tell you, and here's the words, when I am coming, and then there's a plethora of questions until I say the thing that doesn't fit into you coming. Like, oh, when you coming to Buffalo? I'll be there in 2 weeks, which is plenty of time.
Right.
You are? Dang.
Well, 2
weeks,
and it does make you feel bad. You go, well, how did I go from I'm going to Buffalo to me begging you to come see me in Buffalo?
Please.
This isn't a beg.
Please come.
Or don't.
I'll be there in 2 weeks. Here's the ticket link. Oh, what time? 7? Damn. If you had said 7:30.
This happens a lot with like family and friends. And
Absolutely.
Family and friends do this more than like people who like your stuff, they come, it's great.
They will find a way.
They'll find a way. The family and friends will do this thing where they want to help you. They want to act like they're helping you. And then when you say, and when you don't even ask for help, you won't even ask for help.
I didn't ask you to come to the show.
do this. This happens with family and friends. They go, how's comedy going? You're like, everything's
great,
good.
Actually.
And everything's fun. And they go, when's the next time you're in New York? And you go, this whole week I'm playing every night. And they go, ooh, I don't know.
Every night?
Can you tell me which night?
Okay.
And then you go, I don't need, it's okay. I'll be fine without you.
You don't have to. I don't like people I know at shows. I only want to make new fans. Okay. Well, let me see if we can get a babysitter. When is it? Saturday, the time when people mostly get babysitters. Oh, a Saturday. Very convenient for me.
All of a sudden they get very dumb. All right. And it's like, I don't need to do this thing. I don't need to do this thing.
You know what? I'm going to try.
Then they go, let me know. And you're like, I don't know. I'm not putting it in my calendar.
Now. Yeah. I don't have to let you. Yeah, just let me know. I'm telling you when you can see me. Let me know when I can come see you. And then I'll try.
Call me 5 minutes before you go on stage.
You're actually the worst person to be at a comedy show. So I'm going to tell you the wrong information.
Right. What do you think of this with the room service?
The room service thing is very... I love hotels, first of all.
Right.
Over B&Bs.
No, Airbnbs don't even exist here.
Don't even talk to me.
Podcast.
I will slap you first with a handful of French fries.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, you're not going to get anything. There's a theme today in this luxury lounge of false advertisements.
You're right.
There's a theme here.
All inclusive. You can't.
You're not going to get that.
You're not going to get that. Not everything. And I think people understand that. I think when you go to an all-inclusive resort, you, in your mind, if you're thinking you're going to get the fine china lifted off with lobster tails at 2 a.m, it ain't going to happen that way. You're going to get slop. It's going to be the same slop every hour of the day, served different ways. You're going to get eggs in the morning, and then they're going to go, you know what's for lunch? We're doing an egg lunch. And then you're going to go, what's for dinner? We're going to do a hard-boiled egg on top of another egg. And you're going to go, you get the same food served different ways. And, for breakfast, we're going to do a tostada. Then for lunch, we're going to have nachos. And then for dinner,
what's
we're
for
going to
breakfast?
have chips
it
and
doesn't
salsa.
matter. You're going to just miss breakfast.
Right.
We have cold cereal. 24 hours a day.
Right.
You're not going to get fries.
But but the bothersome part is that you would think, like, here's the thing about an all-inclusive resort. if we know we're getting kind of a bare minimum thing to get a lot of a thing.
Yeah.
If we know we're getting well vodka, have all the well vodka. If we know we're going to have all food, but not 24 hours a day, chicken fingers, French fries, maybe a chips and guac. Have that ready to go. If you don't have French fries, you don't have all-inclusive.
I love this complainer. What I would suggest to them is develop a palate for Twix and Blue Gatorade, because nobody's running out of that.
You'll never run out of that. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. We're going to do one more. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely. I kind of do.
We got time. Go follow Clark Jones at Clark LaRue Jones on Instagram. So funny, so hilarious. I love this last one. This one's called Luxury Lounge Insulated Mugs. Jared and Guess, huge fan of the show and all things Jared. Thank you. My husband and I joke about how your voice is always playing somewhere in the house while I consume your content. Thank you. My complaint is about travel mugs. On cold mornings, I want a warm mug of coffee to press against my hands while I walk my dog. However, this has become practically impossible to achieve. All travel mugs have been replaced by Yeti-like insulated mugs that keeps liquids cold or hot for up to 9 hours. Listen, I like this idea in theory, but in practice, the mug is ice cold and the liquid inside is scalding hot for hours, making it virtually undrinkable while doing nothing to my warm hands. Bring back the crappy plastic mugs that were leaching BPAs into our beverages and filling us with microplastics like the good old days. Thanks for all you do. What do you think, Clark Jones?
I think they should kill themselves.
Oh, stop it.
Because that's what they want. Give the people what they want. You are suicidal. Be that.
No.
Be as advertised.
Why?
I kid. No, don't kill yourself at all.
Here's the thing.
It's a cup. Like, I'm just getting into like using the same cup all day, no matter what. So this is a complaint I'll have in 6 months. So I'm interested in it.
Here's the reality. We didn't need 9 hours of hotness. We didn't need 9 hours of coldness. We needed an hour.
At most.
If
it takes you 9 hours, you don't want that beverage.
You didn't want it anyways.
You didn't
Get rid of it.
Beverage.
Pour it out.
It's taking too long.
It's taking too long for you. We can't have it all. It's got to be an hour and done. This whole thing of I'm going to have a cup that could be sent to the moon on a rocket, stay cold, stay hot. It's ridiculous. And half the time they don't even fit into the cup holder anymore. We've had new cups that don't fit the cup holders.
Don't fit the cup holder.
Here's the other thing. I don't use the reusable cups. Sorry, not part of my life. When I get a coffee, I just went to a coffee place. I was with my dad. My dad was in the car. I went in. I got an iced coffee, one sweet and low. He asked for a large coffee, double cup. Large coffee, double cup.
Yes.
I go to the guy, hey, large coffee, double cup. He comes back with large coffee, 1 cup. I go, do you have a double cup? And he comes back with the sleeve. This is not
the cardboard.
The cardboard sleeve. The cardboard sleeve, first of all, doesn't work. Doesn't keep your hands from burning.
Whatever the temperature is, the sleeve will make it that temperature times 2.
Right. It's horrible. It's horrible.
It picks up whatever your gripe is,
right,
and says, okay, well, here's a little bit more.
I think when they first came out, they were thicker. Now we've gotten to this like one little thin thing that looks like the thing that used to work, and it doesn't work.
It does not work.
I felt shame. I was like, I don't want to send this guy back for another cup. I go out to the car. My dad goes, "Where's the second cup?" And
double cup sleeves. How about that?
Double cup sleeves.
Double cup sleeves.
Yes, cut the cup, put it on there. It should be the thickness of a cup. The sleeve should be the thickness of the cup. That's what we want. If it's less than that, it shouldn't exist.
No matter what you're doing, please don't do what the last barista did, where they spelled my name Clark with 3 Ks at the end.
Stop
I don't know
it.
why they did it. They did. I have photographic evidence.
Cancel that barista.
At the end. Cancel him. Get him out of here.
Clark Jones, thank you for coming on.
This was a pleasure.
Fantastic. Everyone go follow Clark at Clark LaRue Jones on Instagram. Will be all over the description of this episode, also on my socials. I'm Jared Freid. We're here every Thursday in the lounge. Keep sending them in. JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back next episode. Boom.